10th class we have started chapter number 12 electricity and we have done some topics. Let us revise them. The first topic we have discussed about charge. So we know symbol of charge Q. Formula Q is equals to NE. This can be positive and negative and unit is coulomb. Okay, and after that we have studied about electric current. So current is rate of flow of charge, that is I is equals to Q by T, and unit for current was ampere. After that we studied about electric potential difference, we call it voltage potential difference. The formula for voltage was V is equals to W by Q, where W is work done and Q is charge, and unit was volt. Okay, and after that we studied Ohm's law. So Ohm's law states that under similar conditions the applied voltage is directly proportional to current, or current flow from the circuit is directly proportional to the potential difference, and we write this as V is equals to IR. From here we have a new quantity, a new physical quantity, we call it resistance. So resistance is the property of a conductor by which it opposes the flow of current, and formula for resistance is R is equals to V upon I. Unit was ohm, symbol omega. Okay, and on what factor resistance depend? So we study about on what factor resistance depend, and from there we got resistivity also. So resistance depend on what? Answer is it's depend on length. Resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length. That means if length is more, then resistance is also more. Okay, if we increase the length, that means we are increasing resistance. Similarly, it is inversely proportional to area of cross section. Okay, and from 1 and 2, when we combine these two equations, we get R proportional to L by A and rho. This rho is resistivity. Okay, so resistivity is the resistance of a wire of unit area and unit length. Okay, we denote it by rho. Formula is, by doing cross multiplication, we will get RA by L. What will be the unit? SI unit of resistivity. So resistance is ohm, area meter square by meter. So we will get ohm meter. It is denoted by the symbol ohm meter. Okay, what do you mean by 1 coulomb of charge? 1 coulomb of charge is what? What do you mean by 1 coulomb of charge? So answer is, when this number will be 1, then we call it 1 coulomb of charge, and when will this number is 1? So let us say the value of E is 1.6 plus minus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Okay, and how much electrons we will take, or how much proton we will take to make it 1. So solve this question. If we use Q is equal to NE, we put here 1 and we will find value of N. E is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19. So this term will comes to this side and we get N is 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18. That means this is the exact number of electrons or protons which make 1 coulomb of charge. Okay, so the number is 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18 electrons. So 1 coulomb means it is the group of 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18 proton or electron. Next is define 1 ampere. 1 coulomb we have done. 1 ampere. 1 ampere means when a flow of 1 coulomb in 1 second. This is the formula, I is equals to Q by T. So when will be this quantity is 1. So answer is when Q is 1 and time is 1. So when 1 coulomb of charge flow in 1 second, or we can say when this much amount of charge flow per second, we call it 1 ampere. Okay, next is potential difference. Next is potential difference. V is equals to W by Q. So what is 1 volt? 1 volt is when 1 joule of work is done to bring 1 coulomb of charge from one point to another point because it's a difference. Okay, Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. When will you say the resistance of a wire is 1 ohm? So when 1 volt is applied through a 1 volt is applied across a conductor and current flow is 1 ampere, we call it resistance is 1 ohm. And how will you define resistivity? So resistivity is the resistance of 1 meter length and 1 meter square cross section area. Okay, these were the topics we will have discussed till now. Now our next topic is how we connect resistance in series and parallel. So let us discuss about series and parallel. First thing, resistance in series and then resistance in parallel. Okay, what do you mean by connecting resistance in series? That means if we connect all the electrical device and that all that devices can be operated by a single switch. Okay, let us make a diagram to understand this. This is our electric circuit. Okay, we have connected a battery, a key. Okay, and here we can connect one ammeter. Here in parallel we can connect a voltmeter to measure the voltage. So when we switch on the key, okay, what will happen? Current will start flowing from positive terminal to negative terminal. Okay, so what will happen if we switch off this key? This is called connection in series. Okay, this means this is open key, that means current is not flowing in the circuit, that means this circuit is break from this point. Now if I switch on this, that means current will start flowing, it will get current, it will get current, and it will also get current. So that means all the resistance are getting electric current by only single switch. Okay, let us say कि if I switch off this, then all of the resistance, all of the electrical instruments will turn off. This is we call connecting in series. That means we are operating every resistance, every electrical appliance with a single switch. This is called series. Okay, and now what about parallel? So in parallel we have different switch for different electrical appliance. Although we connect this by a main switch, this is our main switch. Okay, then current will start flowing. Now current has three paths. Either it can go from this way or from this way or from this way. So what will happen to the current? Answer is current will distribute. Let us say the total current is I. So some part will go from first, some from second, and some from third, and we call it the total current will be sum of these three currents. There will be no current from this circuit, but if there is no current from this circuit, it doesn't affect this upper circuit. That means this resistance will work fine. Similarly, this resistance is also, this current is also zero since switch is off. If I turn on these switches, let us say we have turned on these switches. So what will happen now? Now this current is not zero. This is also not zero. Now if we turn off any of these switches, let us say I switch off that, now I1 become 0. Due to this, if we switch off this circuit, there is no effect on the other two. Okay, there is no effect on other two circuits. We call it connection in parallel. This is how we connect in parallel. So in parallel, current is divided into all the resistance, although voltage remains same. Let us say this is V. So across this resistance we get voltage V, V and V. If I say apply Ohm's law in this circuit, let us say this is R1, this is R2 and this is R3. So in first circuit, can I say V is equals to I1 R1? Okay, this is the answer for first. Or I can say I is equals to V by R1. Similarly, I2 will be V by R2 and I3 is V by R3. Okay, so this is how we connect in parallel. For series, what we have done, every appliance can be controlled by a single switch. We call it connection in series. Okay, let us say this is R1, this is R2, this is R3. The total current from battery is I, and we know the law of conservation of charge, or we can say the amount of current, or we can say कि amount of charge coming from positive terminal will come back to negative terminal. That is law of conservation of charge. Charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. That means R1. What is the amount of current to R1? Answer is I. Okay. And what is the amount of current to R2? That is I. Okay. Current is same, since current I is coming out of the battery, so it also get I, second one also get I, and third one also get I. If we apply Ohm's law in this circuit, I got V1 is equals to IR1. Similarly, in this circuit I get V2 IR2, and in this circuit I get V3 is equals to IR3. So in series, what we observe that current remains same across each resistance, but voltage is divided among all the resistors. So in this case, let us say if total voltage is V, then V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. If we put the value, we will get V is equals to IR. We know that this is Ohm's law. What is V1? IR1. What is V2? IR2. And what is V3? IR3. I took I as common. This I will cancel I, and we call this resistance as the total resistance, or RS. We call it R net, that is total resistance, and the formula is R1 plus R2 plus R3. If we have more resistance, then R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 and so on. No matter how many resistance we connect, we get the total sum as R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, this is the formula for connection in series.